Hello, everyone. Welcome
Cool.
to the CMSA
Hi.
eSports League of Legends Season 15 Pearl Invitational. I'm so excited to be here. I'm Sam VC. I'll be one of many hosts of the evening. Tonight, League of Legends is going to take center stage, and I am so excited for the Pearl Invitational. We got a very special treat. The players that you're going to see tonight aren't just randomly here by chance. They've been handpicked by their peers because they epitomize exactly what the vibe of CMSA eSports is all about. And we're going to be watching these competitors on the Rift take the stage for a great best of 3 show match, but I will not be navigating this thrilling journey alone. I'm joined tonight by for game 1 at least, for 2 incredible co-casters alongside me. I have Moens and Honey. Moens and Honey, welcome so much to the broadcast. Would you like to introduce yourself, Moens?
Sure. Yeah. Moments. Been playing here at CMSA for, I don't know, I think probably about 5 or 6 seasons now. And this is my second time back here casting. So glad to be here.
We're lucky to have you back. Thanks for joining us. Honey, welcome to the broadcast. Hello.
Thank you so much for having me. Hi, I'm Honey. I just started this season. I joined because of my friend Queen, and I'm just happy to be here and excited.
1 season, and here you are at the Invitationals on the casting desk. What a journey. Well, but without any further ado, I think we are ready to get started and kind of jump into what we're here to see. League of Legends actions for Game 1. So let me introduce the teams. We have Team 1 with the name of Cog Tua, and Team 2 is Eclectic Electric Menagerie Overloaded. Eclectic Electric Menagerie Overloaded. I believe I'm saying that right.
Which I think we've determined to call either Emo or Timo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Timo just makes too much sense here. Team Eclectic Electric Menagerie Overloaded. That's a mouthful, to be sure.
It might get confusing though if they have a Timo. So we'll see how we go.
Oh, the Timo. We'll see. Introducing the players. We've got. Would one of you like to read off the players? You got it in front of you?
I do not, but
I will go ahead and introduce it. We've got Dirge in the top lane, Gunny playing jungle for Cogtua, Machine Gun Kirby in the mid lane, Dirk on ADC, and Vladimir on support. And Team Eclectic Electric Menagerie Overloaded. We've got Home of Sexual on the top lane, Death by Noob in the jungle, Skippy McSkipper in the mid lane, Calamity Shades as ADC, and Disc 100 on support. As we go ahead and look at our on screen, you're seeing some of the matchups that we can highlight. Maybe we should start in the what are we looking at now? We've got Dirk and Calamity Shades. This is going to be the bot lane matchup. Vladimir and Disc 100. So Cogtua and Eclectic Electric Menagerie Overloaded. Oh, look at these great graphics that John put together for us.
It is good. It's a good slide.
Which are you guys, either of you, particularly knowledgeable about any of these players? What can you give us any insight of what they might be thinking or feeling here going into game number 1?
Well, I know Calamity. I know she's chill, no matter what the game is. She's always happy to be there. And Home is a very good player. I played with him before. He's carried a bunch of my games in Pearl.
Yeah, Home's very good. Dirk's a friend of mine, and he's I just looked. He's 5-0 for Twitch this season, so we'll see if the Twitch gets through. He's doing pretty well on that. And then we've got, let's see, who else? Lad. Everybody loves Lad. He's going to try to go Lux. But everyone's going to ban the Baldies, so they're not going to let him. Other than that...
It'll go through for one game.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Death by Noob, good jungler, right? Everybody here is great. It's not, I don't mean to call any one person out, right? Gunny's a great Master Yi player, and I believe he plays Bel'Voth as well. Mm-hmm. So we have a lot to look at, a lot to look forward to.
Hey, can we pull up the stats on Dirk and Calamity Shades in the ADC role, since both of you kind of mentioned them as 2 players that maybe we have a little bit of information on? I don't know if you can see the stats here on screen. I mean, what really stands out to me, just a pentakill on Dirk. What are the odds we see a pentakill at an invitational? It's been I don't know, it's been a while since we've had one of those.
That's right. And
I was
especially
there.
you were there. Were you one of them?
What was that? Yes.
Yeah.
We are ready to go with drafting, so we'll go ahead and jump into game number 1 for pick bans between Team Cogtua and Team Eclectic Electric Menagerie Overloaded.
Timo.
Timo. Cog versus Timo. Who wins that when the 1v1?
I want to see the team picks before I predict.
Yeah.
No, I meant the champions. Who wins the 1v1 and Cogma versus Timo? Just in an outright 1v1 here.
Cogma versus Timo? Probably Timo now.
Probably Timo because of blind, yeah.
Timo, because Ginger disagrees. They're saying AP Cogma would win this easy. And there's for little Timo to get in range for sure.
Yeah, there's the Alawi band. That's home. That's for home right there. Nobody wants to see the Alawi band. There, it's for Gunny, right? These are targeted bans.
Hashtag ban ye 100%.
Seraphine. Seraphine. That's for Disc 100, and then there's Twitch for.
I'm surprised that they leave Draven open.
They haven't yet.
They left it open.
So they're afraid
That's scary.
Yeah. I mean, he plays a couple other champs too, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Let's see what's in here. Yeah, see, that's Lad's Lux.
Too many priority bans here in Invitational, and right away, Lux is gotten through.
We were just saying that it was gonna get through.
Lux, who's picking next? Let's take a look.
Calamity.
There's Calamity's Misfortune, that's right. Suspense is killing me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, predictions are a thing now in the Twitch chat. So anyone on Twitch who's watching can use their channel points and make a prediction. Oh, I would love to see how this goes in based on. I'm not sure how long those predictions are gonna be up. I hope it's through picks and bans. And there's Draven. There's that Draven you were talking about. Tell me a little bit about this Dirk's Draven.
So, Dirk is just a very aggressive player, right? And Draven Lulu, that's going to be tough. He's all in at the very beginning, and he keeps going, and you just can't mess up early, right? And I mean, the same is true on the other side, right? Calamity's really good at organizing the team and getting everybody together to get early kills. So the game might be decided in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, I played against Dirk before, and he's more than gotten 20 kills in the game. But when he hits that wall, where he just becomes overly aggressive, it's just easy to kill him. Same with Shades. Shades is on the other side; she's more safer. But if you don't get kills early, I don't think you do that much of a misfortune. Sad thing.
That's right, Mr. It really just depends on what goes down. We got Syndra. Is that for Death by Noob?
We have the bot lane and the mid lane.
All right. Well, the assumption is Lux. Actually, I thought Lux was going to be support. Looks like Lulu's support.
Isn't Lad mid?
Oh, is Lad mid? I thought Lad was. I mean, they could still switch champs too.
They can still switch champs. I believe we are kind of lane locked. Everyone sort of has picked. Voted on particular roles to see people in. So in general, we'll see. Obviously, Lad loves to roam around the map, so we'll probably see Lad everywhere, but probably will be in the bot lane here.
Jarvan's coming out. Is it Jack's jungle?
Could be Jack's jungle. Could be Jack's top. Probably jungle. Ooh, interesting. That's an interesting choice. Rammus.
I haven't gone against Gunny's Rammus.
They have. I don't believe I've seen him play Rammus. Wasn't me.
Yeah, this is a new pick for me. I'm curious to see how this is going to impact like the mid game, like that Gunny usually has, because it's a very different style champion than I've seen him play.
Right, and it's not like the other team is all AD, right? So like that was an interesting choice.
I can't wait to see what Death by Noob plays, because every time, I guess he's Jax.
Ooh.
Or maybe it's Cho'Gath Jungle.
No,
it's probably an off pick.
It's probably Jax Jungle. I mean, Cho'Gath makes more sense.
Top lane.
Top lane against a Garen, maybe. I
haven't seen Jax played in Pearl at all.
Oh,
this is surprising me.
Yeah, I've seen. I think Death by Noob was Jax on my team last week. Actually, we did well.
I don't know. Every time I go against him, I just lose. Sadly, because my Evelyn gets banned.
Who gets banned? I'm sorry.
My Evelyn.
Yeah, that'll happen. My Zillion gets banned every single game because apparently I'm annoying.
Don't you have like a lot of like relay support or something?
Don't I have a lot of what?
Don't you have a lot of points?
Oh yeah, I have a lot of points, but yeah, I have a lot of points. It's my most played champ. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So as we go into this, we've got some stats on screen. We've got a jungle kind of being showcased for game number 1 as we look at what is perhaps a Jax. We'll get confirmation in a second. Jax jungle versus this Rammus jungle.
Ooh, look at the
Gunny seems like he's more objective oriented.
Yeah, gets slightly
he's
less
stolen
dragons.
more objectives.
Yeah, slightly less dragons and slightly less wards killed. That's a good statistic. I like it.
Frankly, I don't kill wards as jungle. Sadly,
it's usually the scanner is more used as a covert
defensive.
running past kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we in the load screen yet? Do we know? 2 minutes. Oh, that's right, because we're still in the before.
Yeah, we're waiting on that stream delay. Look at this mid lane here. We got 3 first bloods for Skippy McSkipper. I know we were talking about Dirk being aggressive in the bot lane, but do not count Skipper out here in that mid lane.
Yeah. And his Syndra is scary. It can be very. I think
really.
So. I think it is the first time.
What is this? The first time that Machine Gun Kirby can play Lux? Really? Yeah. Wow, make it the Invitational. Okay.
That's right. I totally thought that was going to be Lad, but then he went Lulu, which he's a good Lulu as well. It's just I know that Lux is a fan of I'm sorry, Lad is a fan of Lux. Wow.
Oh, Lux might be a fan of Lad. We don't
know. There is one letter difference. You never know. Perfect game. Neither of them had perfect games. All right. Can we take a look at we already looked at the ADCs. Let's look at the supports.
It's Disc and Lad.
Okay. So we've got 10 unique champions versus 8.
A lot more healing from Disc.
Yeah, a lot more healing. Well, yeah, but Lad typically plays like Zyra, so he's more of a damage. Yeah,
that's true.
So he's got more damage, right? But they
there is like 1,000 difference.
Yeah, which isn't too much considered it's averaged over several games. Or yeah,
that's true.
Kirby's. Oh, so he has played Lux.
Really?
Oh, Kirby's 5 for 6 Lux wins on the season. That is incredible. And they're letting Machine Gun Kirby on this Lux in the game number 1. That's like a statement. Skippy was probably saying like, we don't want this. We're not throwing a ban at this. I have Syndra ready to go.
They wanted to see the showdown. It'll be.
So looking at these two kind of team compositions as a whole, what are the different win kind of, how do these two teams win the game? How does Team Cogtua take home the W here in the first match?
Well, like I said before, I think it comes down to the first 5 minutes. I think
Mm-hmm.
I think
Especially in
Calamity,
bot lane.
yeah, especially in bot lane. I think Calamity is gonna try to set something up for the team to either be waiting in a bush or for them to invade, and they'll either get the kill or they'll be killed. And once either one happens, that's gonna steamroll bot lane. As far as the other lanes,
It depends if mid roams.
yeah, it depends on if
Depends
mid
if they
roam.
get solo killed. Top lane's always an island, but maybe we'll have some objective fights in Void. That'd be fun.
Right, and it's two very good top laners against each other, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it could go either way. Home typically goes for pushing until there's no tomorrow. So we shall see.
And we shall see right now as the game on the Rift has loaded, and right away, just straight up discipline out of both sides as they quickly throw down the wards, fan out around the Rift, and make sure that there's no funny business going on. No invades planned from either team in game one.
Making liars out of me.
That's no
Was
fun.
that the expectation?
Clearly, they're listening in. I kid. So we got.
Minions have spawned.
Is there a way to rearrange the order, or are we stuck with?
The order will be rearranged.
Yep, there we go. Sorry.
As Kelton does that live, our wonderful cameraman here. Getting everyone, since they didn't line up in LCS order for us.
I see we're not getting a leash.
Yeah. Gone are the days of leashing.
Right, especially when you're on this aggressive bot lane, like you want to get down there right away. Don't give up that first wave push.
Oh, we're having a little fight. A little trade.
Going right away there.
Garen against Cho'Gath early. I think he's just got to keep him away. Try to keep him away from. There you go.
Oh,
And it's about even.
ward in the truck. Oh, no ward in the bush.
So often I feel like top lane is like the focus of these early matchups, but with Misfortune and Draven both loving to be aggressive early, I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of trading blows there early. But I do Rammus is moving in the bottom, but in the top lane here, homosexual leaning all into Dirshnoon. Rammus now gunning off, going for
the die. Oh my god!
Knocked up
Oh, and the flash.
bot lane though, the lane or the gank has arrived. Just 100. Having to get away from that one. Flash still available. Heal was used though.
Okay. A lot of action there for a couple of seconds. We got.
It was everywhere. We couldn't see at once.
That's right. Looks like Garen's. I'm sorry. Jax is making his way into.
You might get a counter gank if Jax pays attention, and it seems that they don't want to commit.
Yeah, Syndra just floats into the darkness. The threat of the Jax there, death by noob, just too much.
And then Garen's pinned to the turret here with the Cho'Gath outranging
Getting
him.
these lovely double ups from Calamity. Oh, they're going in.
I think it was just
Getting some nice poke.
Well, the problem there is Sona's out of mana, right? So
She got it back soon and got tier.
she either can just save it for a heal or try to poke.
Which I don't know much about this, but I assume that she might recall soon. Because Dirk likes to go in the tower for people.
Yep,
She doesn't move.
Here it comes. She just flashed. Is Dirk's flash still up? Kind of surprised Dirk didn't flash for that.
What do you have, God in there?
Oh,
Getting a nice gank up top.
Rammus arriving in the top lane here, Gunny, but homosexual hitting both with that.
Gunny not able to
So,
taunt.
yeah, fully
But he's
disengaged.
recalling out of. Oh no, they stopped his recall.
Gunny says no, sir.
Gunny trolling, taking some damage from the minions.
He's just trying to delay the game a little bit.
Jax capitalizing, maybe. Going
Baron's
settle.
coming in. What is happening here? I wonder why Home hasn't left. There's the taunt coming at.
Silence.
Okay, that's.
I'm confused on what's going on in bot lane. I mean, top lane.
It sort of seems like that homosexual did not want to take a bad base and maybe be forced to use a teleport. So especially with that big minion wave crashing, really felt compelled to want to stay there, pick up that experience, and not fall too far behind.
And then Gunny, that looked personal from Gunny. He was just sticking around.
Just getting a deep ward.
Exactly.
Well, that game plan from Gunny immediately came out of the gate and skipped camps to gank bot, gank mid, gank top, just boom, 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 before we've seen much here from Death by Noob. So a little behind in the CS department, and did not score an early kill with those 3 ganks.
Yeah,
Nice.
he did get a flash from bot, which is okay if he comes back down and capitalizes on it before the flash is gone.
But look at the vision on that bot side of the map.
I know.
The eclectic electric menagerie overloaded will know for sure if Gunny tries to move through that part of the jungle. Does have a
Almost
path
having
though.
too much.
He does have a path, and it looks like he's going to take it on accident.
They go in.
Because the only thing up is his Krug, or whatever those are. Yeah, right there. The things he's getting. Name escapes me at the moment, but he could just go right into bot lane. He could lane gank, or he could go around.
I think that's very likely to happen too. Gunny immediately pathing towards his bot lane here.
And they're going.
Jack's backing.
They may be
just out of vision.
Okay, so this might actually work. Oh my God,
We're trying to bait him
See,
in.
they
Let's
do
take
have
the
a
trade.
He's going for drag instead.
No
But they
pings
saw
on
him.
that. It was just a glimpse. It was a blip. It was but a blip on the minimap. There were no pings and there's no movement there. Although now I see that the top side rift has, or those bugs have been pinged up, so it could be a trade here
Weird
from
things.
junglers.
Yeah, they may have saw him. Yep, looks like he's going for scuttlebugs.
Is it Scuttlebugs? I thought it was Voidlings.
You're right.
The voidlings.
I always confuse them. You're right. Void grubs. I call them grubby grubs.
First one taken here, Death by Noob. Homosexual has
What was
Prado
that?
here. It's hard to get any movement. I think this is fully uncontested from either side as we trade.
Lulu
Yeah, Lulu's getting
might
a little,
make things hard for Ramus if she figures out.
Well, yeah.
To have a
or I'm sorry,
reward fight.
if Ramus finishes up, yep, here it comes.
Sona running out of mana has to back now.
We are.
Jack is- Go ahead.
No, I was saying we're at 7.5 minutes. Still no kills here. Everyone playing super just safe. But also very aggressively. So we'll see some low HPs here. And
Yeah, look at-
both junglers stealing. Oh my gosh, it's a bad.
Syndra.
There's no final.
Trade.
There we go.
Picking it up with that singularity. Machine Gun Kirby scoring first blood on Skippy, who, as we saw, is usually the one to catch that title.
Each jungler is just pleasantly farming the opposite junglers without interruption. And
Isn't that nice?
Exactly. The bot lane here might get a gank from Ramus.
Ramus?
If they go out any further.
Oh, they
Nope.
see Ramus.
Oh, and he's gonna queue and run.
Just gonna wave goodbye. I'm out. Back to my. Back we go as the Lulu Draven, or as chat's calling it, the Delulu lane there in the bot lane.
Really?
Then we've got. Yeah, it's just such an even match.
Now, all throughout, you saw a big reset here from Dirk and Lad. Probably soon to be followed by Shades and Disc as they crash down the turret, but you've got that BF sword now for Draven. Big component completion there.
Oh, they want to go in?
Trying
gank?
I'm going in there.
Alt?
Put in with that slam. Has the taunt on Disc 100. Flashes back. Just 100 getting away, but
This
it's
guy is executed.
cashes in. The League of Draven is online.
Did you see how many stacks of adoration did he have? 200. Okay.
Crazy.
200 stacks of adoration. Can't
Since you're
be.
missing the E.
And they didn't have their wards up that time. They let them expire.
And at such a back-breaking timing from a jungle, really the eclectic electric bot lane had nothing to do but want to base there, and so then getting it stymied by Gunny's gank means that they're going to miss some CS and are forced to gank at back at a bad time, and that is now obvious in the CS. 30 creep up for Dirk.
It looks like Rammus may either go. He might be able to cut Shinder out. Oh no, he's going for bot lane. Here it comes.
Well, Vladimir ulting for the stock up. Persona sadly gets away with your E.
There's 4 people bot lane right here. Dragon's not up, and blue team is really trying to just capitalize on their lead here.
I think Gunny was looking for something like very aggressive in the bot lane, perhaps threatening a tower dive or some such, and so eclectic electric menagerie overloaded wanted to make sure they were rotating down there just to defend.
Just in case.
But this poor Garen is just hugging his turret, right? Like just getting bombarded by Cho'Gath's Q.
And that's scary because Shogat's skill is so hard late game.
Right.
That might be the one thing to stop Dirk if he gets really fast.
Right, and he's down, looks like about 20 farm.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know where to see the levels on here, but I'm going to assume that they're level 6 top lane by now.
More than level 6.
Yeah, they gotta be.
Like Never Night.
Oh, never mind, thank you. Oh, I see now. Sorry. Ooh, and Garen is trying to sneak Grubby Grubs.
Well, along with Gunny.
A flash from Vladimir. Shield.
Jax just knows there's gonna be some.
Yeah, Death by Noob is here. One has been taken. Gonna take a second one. There is might
Now it's a
available for Death by
3v2.
Noob. They're gonna
3v3.
They got what they needed though. They got 2, preventing 5 there. So they will have 4 of those Void Grubs.
So we've got a lot going on here, right? And there's still only 1 kill. So
There's 2.
Yeah, we have 2 kills now.
Mhm.
And also we have our first major item completion with Heartsteel on that Cho'Gath. So stacks on stacks here in the top lane, and loving the just kind of chomping on the turret right now. Lots of plates there for Home of Sexual.
And Bloodthirster from Dirk just going crazy. Torching can't really do anything with it.
Cho'Gath is just gonna keep going.
Oh, this is a huge power spike right now for Dirk Vladimir, because as you commented, like Calamity, she can't get back and base right now unless they're just willing to miss a lot of CS and give up dragon pressure. But noticing there's no way to lane against this unlimited HP Draven right now, taking the back, getting that Essence Reaver complete, but probably giving up this dragon.
Might even be the turret too, because they.
Oh, they were waiting in a bush.
Surprise there, Final Spark landing, Death by Noob trying to get away, jumping, and with counter strike to get there. Dirk trying to pick it up there with that whirling death, but it does not complete a kill. So, but they do force Electric Menagerie back, and so that means that Cog Tua, it's going to start up Dragon number Tua.
Rammus escaped successfully, and I don't think they're gonna go for that. They don't have the vision, and they don't have the.
Okay, going in. Maybe he can ult, find a kill.
That's got to be close to execution.
Very.
You're getting compliments on your Dragon Tua. There it is.
And that's the first turret.
Rammus, if he sees it, he might be able to get Cho'Gath, but No, they're not going to do that. Looks like bot lane is coming up, or support and jungler are coming up to get Lux.
It's definitely the time of the game now. First turret is down, so start to see a lot more movement. I'm actually surprised by the lack of movement from Lad and Disc 100. Certainly not expecting either of these enchanters to do a lot, but personality-wise, they are very much accustomed to abandoning ship in the bot lane and affecting the rest of the map, and that's just not happening right now. Probably because Lad and Dirk have been just pushing into the bot lane so hard and trying to build a CS lead.
This actually is interesting right here. Jax may come in. They're just far enough now. Oh, they know. They know that Jax is there, so their choice to push up like that is a brave one. But Jax is going to mid. Okay. All right. That might even be a turret.
Lad and Dirk forcing this one down.
There you go. Turret number 2. Or turret number 1, rather.
First turret for Team Cog2a, and everyone decided they wanted to meet up at the Rift Herald, and then they backed away, and it's death by noob though. He'll walk in and try to start it yet again with the help of Disc 100. Homosexual trying to punish Durjnoon for getting a little too close to the turret, forcing a flash out of there. Just as they're working on this. Wow, and then the bot lane, Dirk and Lad. Calamity can't do much of that 1v2 here. They're committing a lot to trying to get this Rift Herald.
They are, and they're going to lose the second turret over it, and maybe a misfortune.
No, barrier was used.
They're still... Oh, and there's the ult. But once the ult is gone...
They can just kill her on the tower. Oh, unless he takes the tower shot and now he can't go in.
Well,
the 4-man, they did manage to bully their way into that Rift Herald, so let's see if they can use that to relieve some of this pressure, because poor Calamity, Misfortune is not the best choice to 1v2 at this stage in the game.
Oh, bot lane was recalling, but they've given that up. Mid lane getting pushed. They got a charge off of the... Yeah, Misfortune. Yeah, Misfortune's been trying to back for about 10 minutes.
That means a tier 2 and a huge influx of gold. Dirk, very, very rich on that Draven now.
Yeah, the Draven is scary, right? Like, especially once he got that first stack of adoration, or first 200 stacks of adoration. You got Cho'Gath just hanging out in Banana Bush, or whatever that's called now.
2 kills only in 20 minutes, almost.
Yeah, but there's such a difference in, like, the gold difference isn't that much. It's what, about 500 gold, but yeah. But they're
slain homosexual. We didn't even get to see it.
And another cash in of that Draven passive, and we didn't get to see it because it happened so quickly. There's 2 BF swords now for this Draven, and I think he might take out almost everything in 2 auto attacks. That is a crazy Draven right now.
And here they're going to take top turret. Potentially keep pushing depending on what they see. Nope, they're going to run away. Recall, cash in, spend a little money, go shopping.
Who doesn't love a good shopping session?
Well, and here's the thing, this 3rd dragon's about to spawn, so Team Eclectic Electric Menagerie Overloaded really wants to try to get on the board in dragons, because if they give this one up without a fight or just let it go, then
it's pretty much over.
They're up with Soul Point, so it's very important that they figure out a way to move in, secure vision, which is step number 1, and they've done that. They've got some deep wards already, and they're trying to use the Fog of War to prevent Team Cog2a from coming for Dragon 3.
I want to compliment you on saying their teammate or team name so clearly each time. I could never do that.
It is a challenge I like to accept from these players, much like the, I think, full-on 5v5 we're about to witness in front of the dragon here.
That's right. Well,
and 1 free's gone there. Luck Machine Gun Kirby finding
deletion.
45. Gunny's gonna dive on there to Skippy McSkipper. You've got though that bullet time over the
Bad
top.
positioning. Misfortuning with the ult.
And now Durznoon trying to chase down Death by Noob. Will they collect it? Yes. Demacian Judgment for a kill. It's a complete rout for Team Cog2a. They have lost nobody, and they get out of there with the ace.
Dragon.
Dragon number 3 going to be secured for Team Cog2a.
It's gonna be really hard to come back from this now.
It is. It's possible, but unlikely, right? Like that gave them a ton of gold. They're down 7 kills. It's
Dirk is running it down now.
Oh.
Uh-oh. You see what happens?
This is what happens, right? So he just gave him 550 gold for a shutdown.
Well, those are the kind
I told you.
And I'll tell you, as somebody that supports Dirk on a regular basis, sometimes I'll be like, hey, we should go. We should recall.
Garen looking for the Syndrog. Doesn't know that Jax is right behind. If he realizes it, Jax helps. This might be a 2v1. Or not.
I'm alone. Please chase me, Durznoon.
Wait, please stop. Don't.
Having a ward.
Durznoon sniffing that one out though. Death by Noob can't find anything. Too much vision.
I think it almost worked. Alright, Dirk's coming back.
Limit testing on a champion that you know is kind of funny.
Yeah. Well, I say this, but he usually ends up killing half the team, right? Like
Yeah.
But when he's got a good support like the Lulu provides him a lot of extra damage and a lot of extra shielding and a lot of healing.
That's true.
All defending here from the mid lane. You've got 4 members of Electric or Team Teemo coming through. They've forced out Team Cog2a. Dirk, I believe it was Machine Gun, who was forced to flash there.
Yeah.
That Sona took a lot of damage for a Sona. Why she took so tanky?
And turret number 2 finally secured for Teemo. They move in to try now to defend this mid push. Both these mid towers are up, but very fragile.
Sona trying to use ult, but she can't. She's too far away.
Bullet time instead the ult used to prevent that take. They've got Homosexual on the split push.
Yeah, this actually is a good plan. So they're trying to keep the side lanes pushed while blue team tries to keep pushing into the mid lane and open it up. They've gone pushed too far, and they may have dedicated too many resources to save top.
Dax getting the ward and not paying attention to the Garen.
Nope, they just got in, got out, surgical. Oh, maybe not. They're still
fighting for this. Oh, and there's a stun. Finding
nice.
For finding an immediate follow. But on the opposite side here, Homosexual is probing a little too deep, and now Durznoon will once again cast that Demacian Judgment, wipe it out, and finally Teemo says, I've had enough. We're moving in and taking this mid turret.
Dax going in, maybe getting the Garen. Nice.
They're getting shutdown and kill after shutdown, right? This is not one for Cog2a.
A moment ago, the lead was almost 3,000 gold, but you're right, they've collected all these shutdowns, and now the momentum seems to have shifted, and look who's threatening all the vision around Baron. It's this Team Electric Menagerie Overloaded.
I can't help but laugh every time you say it. It's I would just fumble my tongue.
Say it 3 times fast.
No. Chat says Skippy online, which is true. Syndra was there for that fight when they were.
She was there. She landed the stun.
That's what I mean.
Firmly into items. Oh, and that's one auto forced to flash immediately from Skippy here, Dirk. That Infinity Edge, the amount of crit damage that Draven can do right now is insane.
What's interesting is he's not building. He said he's building crit, but that Cho'Gath may be a problem if the game lasts long enough. Even with the crit, if he gets 1,000 stacks with his Heartsteel, take a minute to kill.
Misfortune building Bloodthirster, maybe able to help go against that Draven. Give a little bit of more sustain. Oh, they might find the fight. Dirk is going in as he usually does, and they get a game-changing ult. Nice.
That was a series of unfortunate events for Cogtua.
Wow, that was all made possible from the just vision control that Teemo has had here, and now Gunny trying to run away. You are very quick in that power ball. I don't think anyone's going to be able to.
They're going to try, though. He might
they want to. But what that has done is opened up the window to possibly secure a dragon here, as there's now having to flag away. There's just no resources left except for a final spark from Lux. They do have vision of this. They're now spotting that ward, but there's a good chance Machine Gun Kirby might be able to snipe this one out. There it goes.
Oh, there it goes.
This is secured there by Death by Noob. Just cool and collected with that smite.
So
Very bright idea from Lux.
it was I mean, she had nothing but timing, right? Or she had to try to guess. But I want to point out that the game is now tied, money-wise, right? So like, it's give or take, right? So it's a very close game. It could just as easily go either way. And
If teams,
oh, go ahead.
No, if Team Teemo's allowed to scale, they might win this.
That's right. And they do have a Cho'Gath with a Heartsteel, right? Which scales seemingly infinitely. They have Cogtua has to start choosing which fights to take and stop letting Teemo decide for them.
Griffin might want to stop being the front line.
I think when you have all this burst damage and now going for that rapid fire, so Dirk, if there is any CC and Dirk is nearby, any squishy member of Team Eclectic Electric Menagerie Overloaded is just going to immediately be gone. There'll be another trophy for the League of Draven.
Right, and this Lux just needs to stay right on top of Dirk, right? So like, I'm sorry, the
Calamity.
Lulu.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, but they're going to 2v2 right in the mid lane here. Stun goes
Getting the
down.
ult.
Oh, Corley
Sadly,
dead,
I'm
not
being able
gonna
to
get
get
it.
Jax potentially going in.
Jax,
Getting caught by Gyron.
There, ladder
Lulu flashing.
Just the power.
Touching Alton.
My noob cannot get away.
That is an X Jax. Jax is no more. That might be a turret if they... Nope.
Skippy trying to find a flank on Dirk, just missing that stun. Unleash Power comes down, takes half health away from Dirk, but as you said, Lad, that Lulu right on top of this Draven. And so they cannot find a kill in that mid lane. Good flank and a great opportunity, but no dice. That means the siege continues in the mid lane.
Syndra dying here.
Punishing Skippy's flank, just gonna get taken out by the Armadillo, and also finding a very squishy Disc 100 Sona.
Team Cogtua takes it. Can we see how many stacks Syndra has?
Yeah, Syndra also just getting stronger and stronger as the game goes down. Machine Gun trying to do some damage to Calamity.
Trying to get
Desmanu just jumping in there to buy some space for Calamity to escape. So has officially saved the ADC, but paid with their life.
Dearly for their life.
Cho'Gath taking sneeze amount of damage from everybody.
Calamity does have her ult up, so... Which seems to happen every 15 seconds, right? But it's a game changer if they're all lined up for a turret like that. Sona scaring Gunny away.
96 stacks. That's almost enough to execute.
Bullet time coming down, just clipping Machine Gun. Kirby will once again picks there to help him out.
Nice.
That homosexual getting the chop there is once again a front line Dirk. Not able to withstand the burst. gonna buy a lot of space
Sunny
now
getting
for
out.
Team Electric.
Teleport top. to stop the
Menagerie.
point push. Sorry, didn't mean to talk over you there.
Draven tasty.
Draven tasty, yes indeed. Poor Dark. The glorious executioner has been on the menu.
Gone but
He's
not
salty.
forgotten.
Probably tastes salty.
Is he salty? Perhaps. All these players pass the vibe check. None of them are salty. Who are we kidding?
Yeah, there's no salt here. There's just
I'm just looking at those slide up shoes.
there's just personal retribution, right? What he's gonna try to come back and get that seek revenge for the murder.
We love that, but we don't have any damage. Misfortune come in, trying to do some damage, but Dirk almost killing Sun.
And they're all centered here, giving up a top turret top lane. Looks like
Getting ulted by everybody. Jack's going in on that. Dirk gets the kill on Dirk. Shades and Syndra run.
might be 2 turrets gone top.
I mean, normally I would say an off-screen death is just lazy writing, but oh my goodness, Draven combined with that Lux, those two ultimates just completely pretty much took out Disc 100 on their own and won them that fight with the amount of, I mean, they hit 3 or 4 members each, and there was no recovering from that. Team Eclectic Electric Menagerie Overloaded just had to run away, which means that Soul Point is going to be secured by Gunny.
And
Now
gave up the
Dershnoon
turret.
running around homosexual, trying to see if trying to buy time for Gunny, who's coming in on the Armadillo here.
I don't think Gunny was in on the plan. There we go.
Oh, immediately just jump, Shogath. And so now they're gonna get knocked into the air, falling through, flashing to safety. Homosexual, the hero play there. 1 kill and out. The whole team now backing him up.
Look out with that bounty looking tasty.
And what a game 1, 30 minutes in. The gold very close still. But we do have the soul point advantage for Team Cogtua.
Right.
Sona getting caught out, dying here for it.
Yeah, 2
Oh,
odds.
never mind. Never mind.
Disc 100. Goodbye.
Welcome to his Coliseum.
Are you not entertained? This also like I said, the infinitely stacking team that Teemo is, right? Like they just have to last long enough for late game, and there's no stopping them if they do.
They just have to set up enough mushrooms around the map.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You've got that Cho'Gath, you have the Syndra, so much stacking, so enough wonderful in the late game. And that's why Cogtua wants to try to move this game forward by sneaking a Baron. They don't know. Teemo does not know about this right now. Kind of down to half HP. No pings yet.
No pings yet,
And they're doing it without Dirk, so there's not much of a giveaway here.
right, and this Cho'Gath is just too much for this poor little Garen, right? And Cho'Gath can just push his turret and, tell him he likes it. You know what I mean? Like, there is nothing this poor little Garen can do. And there's
Deleted.
And then, 2 autos from Dirk, and Skippy's out of there. Now Dirk moving on to death by Noob. Luckily,
Jax is immune.
Counter-Strike, yeah, you can't do much, but oh my goodness!
Annihilated Zona. No more Shenzo.
Haunted, it is lights out here. The push is on. Baron has been achieved. Cogtua wants to try to close this game.
They're gonna try, but they don't have a wave yet, right? So they got to kill this wave and then wait.
That's true.
Fun.
Draven slowly playing the Symphony of Death while Soda just hears.
Ooh, Death by Noob kind of made a little.
Getting that taunt in.
Here comes
If only Draven was there to do some more damage.
That's right. Where did Draven? Oh, he's going to recall. He's going to cash in.
Death by Noon flashing. Calamity flashing.
Calamity, no death so far. Getting taunted
Calamity
by
running. She's not gonna make it. She made it.
And Calamity out of there.
Getting the all-play Syndra.
Moving a little too far.
Woo!
Too much into the enemy base. That Lulu's out, but I think just buying space for the rest of the team to get a retreat, live to push another day. The inhibitor has been saved.
Sometimes
Tua pushed too much.
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
They pushed too much. Overstayed their welcome.
They did, and they got greedy. They should have, they went past the inhib. They should have, been damaging that instead. They tried to get some kills, which is a noble effort, right? But it didn't work out, unfortunately. And then four of them are gonna push mid here and try to get a return turret, but alt achieved.
It's a good fact. Race car is spelled backwards. It's race car.
That is a palindrome.
Mm-hmm.
Taco Cat. So is there a timer on? Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, we've got Baron spawning in 3.5 minutes, but Elder up soon here. 90 seconds away as these teams are meeting in the mid lane here. Pushing forward. Immediately taking some death by Noob here. Calamity dropping down that ultimate, but it's not enough. Gunny getting to that back line, just tanking so much damage to that Armadillo. And now Durgeon arriving, though, just mauling through the back line of Team Eclectic Menagerie Overloaded. That's going to be shut down, going to the Draven.
This is the end for Team Timo.
Annihilated through that. That Darren coming through there, going to the back line was massive. Not at all what they were expecting. Team Cogtua now pushing down mid.
Insane.
They've got to wait a second. Well, no, they don't have. They can do it without it.
Sadly, this game seems to be over.
Unless there's an incredible miracle, this game is over.
It is, and game number 1 will go to Team Cogtua. The final score might read 22-9, but as we commented throughout, the gold was so much closer to that, and it really could have gone either way. Well fought for Team Cogtua, who takes game number 1. Congratulations.
AP Cogma for the win.
What are your thoughts on game number 1, and any predictions or thoughts going into game 2? Moens, I'll start with you.
Game was great game. I think, like I said, it came down to bot lane getting the first kill, and then they just steamrolled off of that. Cho'Gath did great job trying to counteract and split push top, but it just wasn't enough to pull the team back. All in all, great game.
Let's pull in one member from Team Cogtua here for an interview. Any thoughts on who we want to pull in for the interview for Team Cogtua?
Let's see who the MVP was. Yeah, probably Dirk. Yeah.
Let's bring Dirk in. Dirk, welcome so much to a post-game interview. How does it feel just initiating Team Eclectic Menagerie Overloaded to the League of Draven?
It was great. They played super safe. I knew as soon as I locked in Sona and Misfortune, I knew it was just a Draven game because Sona has so little base health, and she's not really a super aggressive engage support. So I could just, farm up, get my stacks, and when I had enough adoration to just really just keep with my ulti, and that's what happened. On 7 minutes in, I got like a 400 gold cash out, and 400 gold on Draven. It's just such an unbelievable damage spike. I kind of let the game steamroll from there. It felt closer than it was, I feel like. I made a few bad plays, but I just love Draven so much. It's such a strong and aggressive pick, and it's super intimidating. People kind of get in their own head when they see Draven on the other team, and it kind of plays in your benefit. So yeah.
Did you get scared at any point about possibly losing?
Yeah, definitely. I was pretty terrified of that Cho'Gath. That last team fight before we won, I probably did like, I don't know, 10,000 of my damage of my pre-mitigation damage, and probably like none of it went through. The Cho'Gath was so unbelievably tanky, and Draven's not like super duper strong tank buster. I mean, he's pretty strong. He's better than like a Misfortune or something, but when it comes to busting tanks, but he's no Kog'Maw. So I knew if the game kept going, there was a very good chance that I just would not be able to get through the front line, and the back line would just be able to run through.
Which brings us to the final play, right? Garen running in behind and killing their backline really won you that last fight.
Yeah, that was so clutch. That was super clutch. I think that if our top lane and jungler weren't so proactive in that last fight, it probably would have gone a lot differently, just because of how much damage Cho'Gath was soaking up from our damage dealers.
I didn't see stats from the game, but I'm sure you did.
I always do a lot of damage. You know how it would be.
Yeah, I know. I know how you be.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, good luck in game number 2.
Have
Thank you so
fun.
much.
Moens and Honey, phenomenal job in game number 1. Thank you so much for casting that alongside me. Any last words before we wave goodbye?
Have fun.
Yeah, it was nice how you guys having us.
Yeah,
All right, we will. Goodbye.
Thanks for having me. Have a good night.
Yes, thanks for being a part. Goodbye, Moens. We look forward to seeing you next season, seasons beyond, and also on the rest of this stream. Don't hang out just because you're not here. All right, now I'd like to welcome our next 2 casters, Austin and Silver Sam. They will be joining us shortly, and I believe my camera might be going away when that happens. We'll see. All right, Austin, Silver Sam, welcome. What did you think about game number 1?
That was a nail biter.
Yeah, it was kind of back and forth all the time.
It was,
Yeah, so we're
definitely something to watch.
The Cho'Gath was crazy. He's not dying one bit.
No, not at all. And I feel like both teams are for sure. Teemo is going to have to make some adjustments going into game number 2 to see what can happen, as I think the competitors are ready to dive into the pick ban phase. Any predictions for game 2? What you'd like to see happen?
Ooh, good question.
I feel like where they stepped up on the wrong foot for Team EEMO was all of the gold was on Cho'Gath. So he could live forever and ever and ever. They just didn't have any damage, didn't have enough peel for the backline. So I think they could really pull it together and snag this game.
Yeah, I'm kind of right there with you, Austin, since the Draven got big really early with that gold lead. But then once the Cho'Gath had all the gold, there wasn't really that much to go and follow up with it behind it. And then the other team gets kind of outscaled later on.
So, Austin, Sam, do you have any insight into any of these players in particular that you can share before we watch game number 2?
Yeah, I'm excited to see if Shade sticks on the MF or if we get to see another one of the ADC picks that she's been practicing get played. I know that she's practiced a little bit of Kog'Maw. I would love to see a Kog'Maw. Or if we can see Disc on the Seraphine. That's something that we saw 3 games of Lapsed Invitationals that was super impactful. And it would be great to see it again.
My first thought was also the Kog'Maw, just because I know there are a few Kog'Maw enjoyers around here. Still fairly new with CMSA, so I don't have a lot of people's picks down pack yet. Seraphine would be a good pick, just because a lot of damage, a lot of wave clear. Seraphine, Sona, or Senna lane would be very difficult to deal with if it happens. And then MF, always good. Wouldn't mind seeing a Jin, maybe, see how that goes.
Yeah, I'm also excited to see what Dirg pulls out of his trick hat, because Dirg has been practicing quite a bit of different top laners for the Invitationals, and I'm excited to see what we see. The Garen pick was new to me. It was obviously very impactful there in the last fight of that game, swinging in and making use of the Rammus's CC. So I'm excited to see what he pulls out top lane.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing something crazy and shocking at either the top or the mid lane. Just something completely out of the left field, like a sleeper pick almost.
Like Dirk's Teemo.
Exactly.
Are we gonna see the legendary Dirk and Teemo? That would be amazing. Or maybe they don't ban Yi and we get to see Gunny on Yi.
I don't think there's any way they don't ban you.
Someone on stream
Well,
pointed out that I'm in a sandwich right now. 'Cause I'm in between you two.
Austin, welcome.
I'm in a sandwich.
The sandwich.
Yeah, see, there's the
There's
ban.
the Yi ban.
No surprises.
Yeah. Hashtag ban Yi.
Predictions are
predictions
up
are
in
up.
game 2. Go
Oh,
ahead.
no Seraphine.
Yeah, so use those channel points that you've been accruing and place your bets. I mean, last time it was really close. It was almost a 50-50. So I'd love to see who Twitch chat thinks. They're going to put their money where their mouth is.
Alawi ban.
Right now, ooh, so many.
Yeah,
Channel
so
points going for
same bans as last time for Team Cogtua.
Really didn't like that Lulu last game.
Yeah,
So
the
they're getting rid
Lulu
of it.
was insane. It just keep making sure Dirk didn't die. There were
Yeah.
multiple times there where Cho'Gath could have just ulted him and killed him, but the shield coming through kept him alive. And we are gonna see Kirby back on the Lux mid lane, or maybe Latimer is being balled today.
You never know.
That's a good first pick to leave open when you have two players that can pilot that champion. A great flex pick, doesn't reveal anything about the draft quite yet, but there's the
Ooh,
answer if it's mid
Aesol.
lane.
Yeah, Aesol mid lane. It
Nice
looks
little
like
scaling AP.
yeah, there's the Kog'Maw.
Dogma, okay.
Yeah, nice. I love seeing a Kog'Maw bot lane just don't do anything, and then all of a sudden it's a machine gun sitting in your backline shooting through. We are
Ooh,
gonna
we
see
see that
Dirk's
Urgot.
Urgot come out.
I'm a bit surprised they let it through, if I'm honest.
Yeah, they prioritized the Lulu over the Urgot ban, and
Will they regret it?
I don't know. Dirk's really scary on that Urgot, and I don't know what Home plans on pulling out. I'd like to see a Tom.
Ooh,
The
Tom
Thomas
Hanks would be
Kensington?
good. We see the Draven again.
Yeah, there it is. Wow.
Very
He's gonna
strong
pick it
early
every
game
time you
last
don't
time.
ban it.
I mean, I can't really blame him.
Yeah.
We see the
Kled.
Kled. Okay.
This is interesting. And now we need to see bans for jungle and support from the side of the EEMOs. And jungle and support as well. Okay.
Could be a wildcard Lux support, maybe. You never know.
It could be. I doubt it given
No Rammus.
given Kirby's thing. No Rammus this game though. So Kog'Maw will be a little bit safer in the backline. Yeah. And chat, we would love to see you vote on an MVP of last game. So there are two different polls that you can use in chat.
You better make sure to vote in both of them.
Yeah.
Right now, it's like bang even who's going to win game 2. Cogtua, a slight lead and growing now with the run it back team composition here with Draven Lux both already picked up.
I mean, Cogtua, 2 in the name. Maybe they take game 2. No Zyra.
Yeah. No Zyra or Rammus, so We might see a Nami come out from Vladimir here. I know Lad's played quite a bit of Nami.
Wonder who this last band's going to be.
Probably hitting.
No,
Yep.
Leona.
Yeah, Leona.
Very solid
Disc,
band.
Disc has been practicing Leona some going into this invitational, so that is an educated ban, educated,
Very educated.
an educated kill.
Well, Disc has been practicing the engage support, so maybe we'll see a Nautilus, a Blitzcrank.
A
Senna! Okay.
Senna Kog'Maw going for the double scaling bot lane.
And just a very, very strong pick right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Very impressive.
yeah. And she's flexible too. She can either kill you or make sure your team never
We
dies.
do
There
see
is
the
the Nami
Nami.
from Vladimir. There it is. Nami Draven is a scary bot lane. If you
Just
get hit by a
one
bubble,
Nami
you're dead.
bubble, half your health's gone, at least, if not more.
Yeah. And who is Gunny Hartman going to pull out of the hat for the jungle today?
Ooh, Lee Sin. A
I
lot
don't
of
think I've
potential in
seen
that.
Gunny on Lee Sin.
Gunny showing his depth in champion pool right now. I mean, Lee Sin, not one that's ever made an appearance on stream.
I don't think he has.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. I'm excited.
Not a common pick in the slightest.
No,
the
but we do see the
Poppy.
Poppy jungle come out.
Okay.
I love a Pompous. She is honestly one of my favorite champions to play. She's just fun. She run around, she hit, she bonk, she slap.
A lot of potential with the Poppy in the team fight too. If that Draven gets scary, just send him to the opposite side of the map. He's not a problem.
All right. We are, yeah, and I don't think I've ever seen Noob on the Poppy before. So we're seeing some new from our junglers this game.
I'm wondering how this Kled Urgot lane is going to go top as well.
All right.
Is-
I agree with what Kelton said in Twitch chat. If the red team can survive the mid game, then
Red team does scale very hard.
yeah, Asol Santa Kog'Maw scales insanely hard. And
Scaling AD, build armor, the scaling AP kills you. If you build MR, the AD kills you.
right, and that's kind of what happened last game too, where they had the better scaling comp, but they couldn't make it to the actual point of scaling, and they almost did. They were
Exactly.
close, but Garen did his Garen combo. And,
As Garen does.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
might
it's-
come down to that early game, who gets the first couple drags, maybe see some action around grubs.
All right. I wonder if we're gonna see more roaming from our support this game. That's something that I was looking for last game, but Draven Lulu, I think Lad was
Yeah.
just trying to get Dirk as fed as possible and was successful in that.
Yeah, that Lulu shield on the Draven, and the second he gets slow, just go and hugify him, and he's big. Very nice.
Yeah. And the Poppy counter to Lee Sin is very strong. I wonder if we're gonna see some early invades. Gunny's usually known for invading, so I wonder if he's gonna try it this game. We didn't see it last time. We did see a lot of like jungle swapping where like Gunny was in on one side jungle, Noob was in the other, and they were just kind of like gentlemen's agreement. You do this, I'm gonna do this. We'll see each other later.
Then last game, there was that issue for about 5-10 minutes where Shade just never got a chance to back his MF behind that tower. And with the Lee Sin, if you stay too long with that back too low, he might just dash in behind you, kill you, and then leave. So there's a lot of potential for ganks with that.
Yeah.
To go into this game, which this is our second Poppy game ever for Death by Noob. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, and it was a loss for the last time they played it in this season. So an interesting choice. I think was it you, Sam, that said a great counter to this Lee Sin?
It's a counter to the Lee Sin and the
You-
Draven.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
anyone
very
who's trying to dive in on the carries can just get sent away. Maybe more than one. You never know.
Right.
And then
One-
Nami's not bringing the damage.
Right. And one thing that kind of underrated for Poppy is her objective control. Once she hits 6, there's not a smite battle. It's you're going back to your nexus and I'm gonna smite this objective.
Exactly.
Yeah, Poggle just said that in chat. Poppy is the best champion for objective seals. Yeah, we do share a brain cell, Poggle. Yes.
And our predictions are closing in 20 seconds. So if you haven't spent your points, you have 20 seconds to get that prediction in. Right now, it's Team Cog Tua is the favorite. 56% of you thinking that Cog Tua is going to take this one away from Team Eclectic Electric Menagerie Overloaded. It's changing a little bit to get closer to 50% in the final seconds here.
Ooh. When in doubt, just vote for both.
And it's locked in, and it looks like 51% as it shifts in the final second. Thinking
Wow.
Team
Ooh.
Eclectic Electric Menagerie Overloaded is going to take game number 2, and boy, I think everyone loves a game 3. Everyone loves a 1-1.
Yeah.
game 3.
Exactly.
And we are loaded on the rift. Things
Are we
already
gonna
going
see?
down
Are we gonna see the Gunny invade? Gunny Hartman invades.
Ooh.
The
Sled
blind
fights
love
level
just
1.
going in blind, no ward needed.
Do have Skippy coming up behind, though.
Very difficult though to take down in an early fight like that with the remount available.
Definitely so, but at least in early game is not something to be playing with. He does a lot of damage, a lot more than you realize level 1.
A lot of little surprises to go and pull it, too. With that projectile on the dash.
I'm excited to see the Gun Sin.
I'm wondering how oppressive it's going to be. 'Cause it's something you just kind of have to always keep an eye out for. Especially if you just happen to see a ward pop out of nowhere.
It's a jump scare. We are seeing the leash come from the blue team, while red team is already getting bush control in the bot lane. And Homosexual being extremely aggressive on Durg. Just trying to squeak out any advantage he can on the Kled. And I'm not very much of a Kled gamer. I don't know his strengths and weaknesses that much.
Yeah, I'm
Calamity.
not much of a Flood enjoyer as
Calamity
well.
got that level 1 push, and Gunny
Ooh.
immediately wanted to try and
Heal
punish.
already gone in the bot lane.
Oh.
2 minutes in.
I'm gonna swing this one right back in the favor of Cog Tua.
Yeah.
But you see Death by Noob moving across the map. Will they try to punish by taking some of Gunny's jungle away?
Oh, it does
Going
look like he
straight for that
is
red
stealing those camps.
Yeah, one thing that Disc and Shades need to prioritize this lane is they win lane if they come out even.
Exactly.
So
As long as you
that's
don't
all,
lose lane.
exactly. That's all they need to focus on right now is just living, farming, and waiting.
I wonder if we're going to see Enchanter Senna or if we're going to see more of the damage build.
Gunny
Black
does get the
Cleaver.
blue buff and goes straight on Death by Noob, and he gets level 3, and they heal off that, and it's gonna be an
Ooh, first blood to the Lee Sin.
Wow, that just going in again blind and taking the fruit straight away. I mean, and securing the camp. Got level 3 for Lee Sin, and you're not winning that fight. Level 2 versus 3.
Ooh,
Oh, the other
bubble on the
knock-
Dogma.
prison going down, trying to punish. Heal so just big for both of them.
A lot
now
of
a lot
damage
of-
from both the Senna and the Kog'Maw there.
Darl has arrived for the remount. Homosexual moving in.
Very aggressive, even with
yeah,
the
trying
level
to
up.
trade.
showing no fear playing Kled. And he does get the level up and get the heal. I think that's level up saves him there. And Dirk is just
Bot lane already healed up all the damage they took in that last trade.
Wait, are they gonna see it kill on
a lot
Dirk?
of
Oh,
damage on
the
the Draven.
heal come out. Wow.
Ooh, and the flash from
Moving
Senna.
forward. Forces
Oh,
that
and the
flash
flash?
out
Oh.
from Dirk. Wow.
Ooh.
Now Gunny in the
Wow,
top lane.
I think a Q through Nami would have killed Draven there.
It probably would have, and that's heal from Nami and flash and barrier from Draven gone now.
Wow.
Gunny's so patient on this top lane gank. Really wants to punish this low
Oh,
HP.
Yes,
Twenty
out of
minutes
range
is
the
the kick.
Q.
Sonic Wave just not there.
Yeah, and as they just pointed out in Twitch that the tables have turned this top lane. Last time we saw Derek getting just shoved under tower and free farming against Home, and we're seeing the opposite this time. Home, because of those early trades, is just chilling and waiting for the wave to maybe push towards them.
Lee Sin's taking some camps in the top jungle while waiting for that gank. We do have Poppy heading up for the top clear though, so there might be a fight soon.
And everybody backs.
Everyone back, and now with first bases and purchases, I imagine that the objectives will be on the table. We'll just wonder what will be the focus here. Is it going to be the dragon, or are they going to go up for the void grubs early?
We are seeing a pretty significant CS difference in the mid lane. 20 to 32 may not be a lot now, but they spiral as Acel just stacks and stacks and stacks.
Fairly big CS difference in the bot lane as well now with the 42 to 21. Since Senecog is getting pushed up fairly often just by how much damage Draven autos do.
Okay, also, last game it was Dirk that got the early BF sword. This time it is Gunny Hartman on Lee Sin with a BF sword. I'm not even sure where that's going, but I love it.
Yeah, I also don't know what the build is for
good
Lee Sin.
As Gunny and the BF sword slinging Lee Sin is going to start up Dragon.
Thinking
Miles
I
in
agree
chat
with
the
Walker
collector
Miles,
for
yeah.
Lee Sin.
get that little execute damage early on.
If 100 and Calamity really trading back
Ooh,
very aggressively.
another
into
heal out in the
Dirk
ball
and
lane.
Vlad.
Yes.
Ooh,
And
Leeson,
the-
Soul, and Dragon.
Yeah, the gentleman's handshake again for the objectives. Noob takes top, and Gunny takes drag. We are gonna see Gunny try to go in mid lane here, and they get the
Ooh.
kill. Oh, the Comet almost gets it.
To be
Run away,
forced to go
Skippy.
and back up and
Run
play
away.
safe now.
And
All
there
kinds of action in
is-
the mid lane.
Yeah, there's that steadfast presence from Poppy going to be preventing Lee Sin from moving around once these
Gunny and
skirmishes
Noob are
begin.
both running topside to try to join this fight.
Do we see a
Gunny's going
Q
to be the
over the
first
wall?
one here, though.
Cledis is not doing a ton of damage into
He
the
lands a
Oh,
Q.
he's
Trying to connect.
flash.
Oh,
and
here's
Urgot.
Urgot. Fear beyond death. Finds its mark. One down, and this 100, who just a moment ago was so brave with very little HP, now has it all back and is forcing Dirk and Lad to base.
Ooh, and Gunny steals the red buff from Poppy.
Wow. Gunny has just been taking all of these objectives.
Very high
Taking
presence
the
over
blue
this
buff
game.
early, taking the red buff now. Getting a hold of Dragon, and Poppy is just on the prowl. She wants her a Gunny. And she gets kicked away.
Some nice tower damage bot lane. Maybe a plate with this wave. TP coming top. Urgot.
Final spark used by Machine Guns, Lux there, just to kind of force them back. Not a lot gained. One really great thing about the bot lane, though, from Team Eclectic Electric Menagerie Overloaded is that they prevented Draven from having a BF sword on that recall by not giving up those adoration stacks
This is an AP
early.
Kog'Maw.
So that's huge, and that means that the first
Nice.
major item component is going to be on this AP Kog'Maw. So much damage from such a safe distance here.
Wow, an AP Kog'Maw, which is honestly probably really good into Draven.
Yeah, because you have to get that one hit in, start racking up that burn damage.
Durjnoon and Homosexual just trading blows. Durjnoon trying to get away, but also Gunny Hartman finding Death by Noob, who just died 17 Gun Kirby, now trying to go to the bot lane, but now there's 4 members here.
Four in the bot lane.
Oh, and the flash
Huge
to escape. The
flash.
Gunny chases with his flash.
It's going to be all alone, getting slammed to the wall. Down to knock down, trying to get it. Breathing that flame onto Gunny. It's not enough damage to take him out. Gunny lives.
We are popping collapsing on a Dirk here, but we do see the bubble come through and the final spark collapsing. Oh, and Gunny turns it through the final spark Nami bubble combo.
Very hectic close fight there.
Back and
That
forth
was,
that fight. What incredible. And just like that, 4 kills all for Kagtua. Disc 100 trying to find Dirk. Just enough. And Dirk cashes in a second time here now. Has that first bounty of the game.
Very aggressive flash from the Senna, but the
Wow.
Nami healed just enough to keep Draven up.
Durjnoon now facing the wrath of Homosexual, who just charged into the top lane. And it's going to have to go back. No teleport available here with this. Oh, not choosing to go back yet. No teleport, though. Very low HP for Durjnoon. Homosexual just marching at this Urgot.
Very aggressive, just playing for that remount HP.
And we are seeing the scaling side of the emo team coming out. Everyone living with 1 HP because they haven't hit that threat. Home is about to die to minions, but they haven't hit that.
That level up saved him.
Yeah.
And like there's an ult available for Urgot soon. Oh no, has not available yet. Oh, in the bot lane though, Dirk and Lad trying to find something.
And Lux's legendary wave clear coming out and just showing
Lee Sin working on grab.
As I knew, about to spot out this Lee Sin. There's no top laners to interfere with this. It's just a 1-on-1. And Gunny, you can't go anywhere against this Poppy, but steadfast presence not used. Gonna be able to work
She does get the flash back and get away, but does in the kick. Oh,
not enough. 400 gold there for Death by Noob, who wins that 1-by-1. Dirk now looking to score another kill onto this bot lane, but can't quite find it. Durjnoon now trying to stave off these. Oh, Kog'Maw versus Dirk. The ult used from Senna.
Saving Kog'Maw. Well,
we already saw Draven and Nami on that bot lane too, so they can't follow up that low health Senna execute.
Wait, does Acel win this?